All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fake Philosophers. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Glenny. With us, as always, Danny. Danny's just coming off of dinner. Danny, what'd you have for dinner?
I had salmon, rice, and sauteed broccolini.
What kind of rice?
Just long green white rice.
No? And what kind of season on the salmon?
Uh, it was a citrus like that. You remember that lemon citrus powder stuff you gave us?
Yeah.
That with some onion powder, garlic powder, just a little bit of everything.
Okay. And it was good?
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm happy for you. Really
Thank
happy
you.
for you.
I'm happy that you're happy.
Yeah. So we pre-recorded this. Where's my manners? Derrick Murray, movie review extraordinaire, also with us today.
Hello.
I got enthralled in Danny's dinner.
I know he said salmon, and you were like, "What?
Some salmon?
What?"
And we'll be posting this probably on Thanksgiving, and we're giving thanks for the man sitting behind Derrick there, the one and only Mr. Delroy Lindo. We've oogled about him for months now, and I think it's time we pay our proper respects. Like he's dead, Jesus. Very, very not dead, man. So, Derrick, let's start with you. When did you first find yourself exposed to the genius that is Delroy Lindo?
You know, it's funny because I feel like we were kind of talking about it off air a little bit, and Delroy Lindo is one of those actors who, when you actually look at his filmography, for how long, I mean, he's been acting for 48 years, something like that. And so when you actually pull up his filmography, it's shockingly short, considering just how ubiquitous he feels. You know what I mean? Like you get the sense that Delroy Lindo is in everything, and then you actually go and look up what he's in, and you realize, oh yeah, he's actually not in that much. But I think it's a credit to what he does, because he is just always one of the best parts of anything that he's in, that you just assume that he's in everything. And then you kind of walk away and you're like, oh no, he's not. No, he's actually not in that many movies. That's not to say he's not in a lot. I actually think the first time I saw him, if I'm being really honest, it was probably Congo,
Same.
Which is one of my favorite performances from Delroy Lindo.
Yes.
And it's uncredited, which is just absolutely wild to me. But it's phenomenal. It's so good. It's such a good
and what's great about Congo is I think we joked about how like we have an unhealthy relationship with that movie, because as shitty as that movie is, I still love it to death.
Yeah.
And Delroy Lindo's in there for a total of about 15 seconds, and I remember every 15 seconds of that.
Yes.
Like the entire thing.
I mean, one of the most iconic lines from that movie is "Stop eating my sesame cake."
Love it. Or just more.
Yeah.
More.
It's so good.
Good.
It's so good. So I think that was the first time. And obviously I've gone back and watched the things that he's really kind of known for, which would be like, I'm just kind of looking at the list right now, but like Malcolm X, Crooklyn, Get Shorty. I totally forgot he was in Broken Arrow, but of course he was.
Of course he was.
Yeah, apparently he was uncredited in The Devil's Advocate, which I have not seen in a very long time.
Yeah, didn't he play the voodoo guy, right?
It's been a while for me, so I don't recall. I remember him being in it. I don't remember. I don't remember that movie in general. So, not that he wasn't great in it. Danny, your first Delroy experience.
It was probably either Congo or Broken Arrow. I want to say there's only like a couple years between those movies, but yeah, it was probably one of those two movies.
I think it's the same. I think Congo was the first time I would like recognize his face, and I think it was either Broken Arrow or maybe even Gone in 60 Seconds, where I was like, "Hey, that guy. He was the guy from Congo."
He doesn't have that accent.
It's funny if you look at his career, where I think a lot of us would have discovered him, and really where he popped, right, is in the mid to late 90s. That's when you can see him really kind of come onto the scene. He is the proverbial that guy for a very long stretch of his career. And I think it's really once he shows up in things like The Five Bloods, The Harder They Fall, and now Sinners, people are really kind of coming around and being like, "Oh, yeah, no, he's definitely more than that guy. Like this is a heat check performer." Yeah.
So I would, before we get into his filmography and like kind of talk about some of his movies, I will say I forgot who I was talking to in the last couple of weeks about it, because I brought up Delroy Lindo and how like, yeah, we're going to dedicate an episode to him, and we kind of laughed about it, and we kind of came to this conclusion that he's kind of like I just blanked on his name, Third Rock from the Sun, old guy,
John Lithgow.
I blanked on his name. That he's kind of like John Lithgow. That a lot of people don't know John Lithgow's name, but you know him as that guy. Like, oh, the guy from Harry and the Hendersons, or hey, that guy from Third Rock. But if you actually look at his filmography and the span of different roles he's done,
no, the better one.
Okay.
Hold on.
You're wrong, Mike. Shut up.
Next week, John Lithgow.
No, I listen to a lot of rewatchables, and they have a whole category dedicated to that guy. I'm gonna say his name, and you're gonna be like, "Who?" And then I'm gonna tell you what he's in. And you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, it's that guy." He is literally the definition. They named the award after this guy, and that is Joey Pants. Joey Pantoliano.
Yeah, baby. Joey Pants.
Yeah,
100%
okay, I'll go with that. The kind of what I was making though is like the span of different kinds of roles he did, because you look at Lithgow in the movie Ricochet. If you've ever seen that movie,
you mean where they have a sword fight in jail?
Yes, where he's a serial killer who hates Denzel Washington, and then you go to the Harry and the Hendersons, then the Third Rock, and then his role in fucking Dexter, and like he's just running the gambit. And then you look at Delroy Lindo. That's my point, bringing them up. Let's kind of, because if you say Delroy Lindo to a lot of people don't know his name, and so that was the comparison I'm making. Kind of lesser names, but really talented. That was the point I was making.
That's fair. Anytime we do with that guy, my first thought is always Joey Pants. Joey Pants is the definition of that guy, where most people would be like, "Oh yeah, I kind of know that name," and then you look at his filmography, and slightly different than Delroy Lindo, he actually is in everything. Like they've been acting for right around the same amount of time. Yeah, right about the same amount of time. They're only about a year apart, and Joey Pants is genuinely in everything. So I think that's a pretty good comparison to Delroy Lindo.
He has the Goonies for Joey Pants.
The difference I think would be he's just perfectly content with being that guy. There is no like best supporting actor snub for
and he's probably fine with it. Yeah,
for Joey Pants. But look, the man was in Baby's Day Out. How much are you trying to go for an Oscar?
I can't speak for anyone else here. If I ever made it as a successful actor, I feel like my career would be like Joey Pants, where I would just say yes to anything.
Yeah.
Like, you need me? I'm there. Cool. I would not have any I would not be selective at all.
Not to get too like comparison, because I know this is not a Joey Pants episode.
We can give him some.
But so both of these men have been working for right around the same amount of time. They're only about a year apart in age, and they only started their careers about a year apart. I am not even joking. Joey Pants' filmography almost doubles Delroy Lindo's. Like straight up almost doubles it year for year. It is insane that he has twice as many movies as Delroy Lindo. It's crazy. Just absolutely wild.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get into it then. Joey Pants next episode.
That's a fun one.
Right. That'll be like a 3 hours. So I'll be honest, a lot of his early stuff, it's been a long time since I've seen it, or I haven't seen it. So I think, like you said, the first thing I saw was Congo. Then when he popped in the 90s is when I really knew him. So like even Malcolm X, Crooklyn, some of these stuff, like I haven't really seen or familiar with. So like, do you want to mention something about those? The two of you?
Yeah. I don't know. Danny, have you seen Crooklyn or Malcolm X?
I saw Malcolm X years ago. I don't remember anything about it. I have never seen Crooklyn though.
Okay. Crooklyn is probably like lesser Spike Lee. It's still pretty solid Spike Lee, but I would consider it lesser Spike Lee. I haven't seen either one in a really long time, but I know Malcolm X is definitely like the defining moment for Delroy Lindo. Just everything to do with that movie. So I would venture to say that Malcolm X, out of those two, right before anything prior to Congo, because '95 is a wild year. But anything before that, I mean, I would venture to say that most of these movies we probably have never even, they're probably not even available. One of them is a short film. So yeah, I'd say Malcolm X out of those two is probably his most memorable, but that's also, you're being eclipsed by, you know, Denzel Washington, who is, just absolutely coming onto the scene as an unbelievable powerhouse.
100%. Okay, we can start with Congo then. I mean, we already kind of talked about it. Line, stop beating my sesame cake. It's just, it is funny to me that like he's in there for 10 seconds and you remember him probably more than any of the other people in that movie.
Yeah.
Aside from the gorilla.
Amy.
Mother. Bad gorillas.
That movie, Jesus Christ.
I fucking love that movie.
Oh no, it's terrible, and I love it with my whole heart. I don't even care. I love it with my whole heart.
Okay, Get Shorty, Ransom. I would say Broken Arrow. I'm still upset that he died in Broken Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was deserved. I think he was like a solid character, good guy. He deserved to be the hero at the end with what's his name, Slater.
Yeah.
I would say he's always a good actor, but in Broken Arrow, I feel like not that it's a weak role, but one of his weaker roles. It was kind of just a generic role.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a generic movie.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But he was so good in it. But I would say, like, for his talent coming off of Congo, I mean,
it was a bigger role.
He wasn't quite utilized.
Time out. Are we reading the same Wikipedia page? Because there is absolutely Get Shorty in between all of this,
but he was coming off of Congo. Let's be clear.
Okay, all right, fine. I don't think his magical line of "stop eating my sesame cake" got him the role in Get Shorty, but I could be wrong.
We don't have to agree on everything, Derek. Okay.
All right. I don't want to hear anything real quick, but I have never seen Get Shorty.
Bro,
it's been a long time, but it's really good.
It's great. I just watched it recently. It's excellent.
What role does he play in Get Shorty?
So he plays his name's Bo Catlett, and he is I'm trying to remember what he actually is, but he's something in Hollywood, but he's also like a shady drug dealer who wants to produce movies and be in the Hollywood thing. And he ends up being kind of like the main antagonist in that movie. But dude, if you haven't seen Get Shorty, 100%, like, you absolutely have to watch it, especially if you're just a fan of kind of like old school Hollywood and screenwriting and a lot of who's who. I mean, the cast list in Get Shorty is
stacked.
Real. Like, it's on friggin' real. It's some of the best work John Travolta has ever done. He is so good at just being cool, and I think we kind of forget that because he goes off the rails quite a bit, and he takes a lot of really stupid projects. But man, when he's dialed in, he is dialed in. And I'll tie this all back to Delroy Lindo. Anytime him and Delroy Lindo are having their confrontation, it is genuinely some of the best dialogue and line reading I've seen out of this whole group of movies in '95. It is, they are so good together facing off, and Delroy Lindo is just slightly crazy, like just slightly off the edge, but he's actually kind of terrifying, but he's still very funny. It's a great role. If you haven't seen Get Shorty, I think it's out of those five, actually, we'll go Congo, Get Shorty, Ransom, and Broken Arrow. So 4. Get Shorty is by far his best. That's his best role out of all of them.
That was the entire year of
'95. Kind of
about, and going into '96 too. But
damn, dude was working.
Dude, his 2 year run, from 95 to 96, Clockers, Congo, Get Shorty, Ransom, Broken Arrow, Feeling Minnesota, and The Winner. So 4 out of 6 are all bangers in my opinion. So,
Yeah, I've never seen Feeling Minnesota or The Winner, so I'm like, all right, cool.
yeah. Oh my God. Why have I not seen this movie?
Another stacked cast.
Keanu Reeves, Vincent D'Onofrio,
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz, Tuesday Well, Dan Aykroyd, and Delroy Lindo. Holy
Jesus.
shit. Okay, I need to put this on my Letterboxd watch list right
The title card for The Winner just looks interesting too.
Oh, dude, Courtney Love? What the hell is going on with this movie? How have I never heard of it? Okay. All right. Feeling Minnesota. Sold.
There you go.
See, we're discovering movies with Delroy Lindo. Thank you.
Some homework to do. A Life Less Ordinary. I've never seen that. I'm not familiar.
I have, but it's been a very, very too long.
Yeah, we could skip it. Devil's Advocate.
Diaz was really,
Diaz
was really doing stuff, wasn't she?
She was doing things. Devil's Advocate, we kind of talked about. I think he's kind of in and out of there. Cider House Rules. It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a really long time.
So I'm not going to talk about it. Yeah, fuck it. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yes.
Forget that shit.
I love that Mike just wants to play the hits. Like, he's over all this stuff we don't know. Like, just get to the good stuff.
Yeah,
man.
we don't need his underground
about
shit.
the artsy films. Yeah.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Give me Gone in 60 Seconds.
One, that movie is just ridiculously fun and crazy anyway. And the fact that he's in it as the straight shooter cop, that's his go-to. That's his butter. And he's just so smooth and charismatic throughout. To be more smooth than Nick Cage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick Cage is anything but smooth and Gone in 60 Seconds, dude.
We've gone through Nick Cage's
not that he can't. Not that he can't be smooth, but man, he is. Woo. He is.
I'm tired.
A little wired.
Let's go. I love it. I love him so much. I love him so much.
Anyway, we've done Nick Cage. This is Delroy. I feel like, so I will say this. I'm going to kind of be a little critical, but I feel like Gone in 60 Seconds, Romeo Must Die, and The One, that was all one character.
All one character. All one character.
Might as well be one movie.
Yeah, not that they were bad movies, but he was pretty much playing the same guy, which is fine. He plays that role perfect. It's like getting mad at Jason Statham for playing the asshole British guy who's beating people up. Like,
yeah.
Now, I do have an issue right now to address.
Mm-hmm.
When we brought up The One in the past, y'all were very hateful. And I love that movie. Yes.
So
at least Derek and Mike were. Derek and Maxwell were.
When did we bring this up? I don't remember this conversation.
One of our oogling Delroy conversations, somehow The One came up, and everyone was like, "Oh," and I was like, "What?" Because I love that movie.
I mean, it's bad though.
It's not. I mean, I'm not saying it's the Five Bloods or Sinners, but it's no Congo, but it's still good. Like, I enjoyed it. I like the concept of the multiverse and how like the energy spread, and Delroy Lindo's in it, trying to beat up Jet Li
and failing.
And failing real bad. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I haven't seen The One in a really long time, but it is definitely a mismatched marriage of Jet Li and Hollywood. You could tell they really didn't know what to do with him. And so they were like, "Hey, you do weird string stuff. Do you want to do multiverse?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, let's do it." It's such a weird movie.
So I think Jet Li, this is kind of a weird comparison, but like Jet Li, Jackie Chan, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and there's probably more, get thrown into roles that like could go to like really serious dramatic actors and would change the movie. But then they get put in those roles and they turn into like these crazy action movies, and it kind of like makes it like different than what it could have been. I'm not sure, like, because if they would have put in like a different actor in that role and made it less like kung fu karate movie and more of like a drama multiverse, I think it would have been kind of like, it would have been a different movie completely. But I feel like that was one of those movies where like, let's just throw fucking Jet Li in there. throw some fighting scenes and then call it a day.
Yeah. Well, that happens. I mean, that happens a lot, and you see a lot more of their dramatic work in actual Hong Kong cinema. But that conversion, it's always something they've struggled with. Even ones that end up finding a lot of success, they tend to struggle with marrying what they're actually capable of with good movies in Hollywood, and The One is definitely part of that. I actually don't remember. I don't remember Delroy Lindo in this, but that's also because I don't like the movie and I've only seen it once. And
so he's pretty much gone in 60 Seconds Cop. His partner is I mentioned him. His partner is Jason Statham, and they're the time cops, the multiverse cops, trying to track down Jet. Shut up. They're trying to.
There's more time cops in this than there is in actual time cops.
Cop.
There you go. But they're multiverse cops, to be clear. And they're trying to track down bad Jet Li, and then Jason Statham helps out good Jet Li. And then he also, Delroy Lindo, plays a different universe version of himself. He's like a gas station attendant, which he also excels at.
Yeah, sure.
So anyway, my defense of The One being over.
That was. I don't even know if that was the defense of Delroy Lindo, if I'm being honest.
Delroy Lindo was great in it. That was the point. Sure. Anyway, I don't remember Heist, but I remember The Last Castle.
Oh yeah, Last Castle was good, but he was only, I think he had a combined screen time in that of 5 total minutes.
But you remember him.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the general theme. Is like even in these movies where he's barely in them. So, for instance, I'm going to jump ahead. We'll come back to it, but you guys, I think, at one point mentioned Sahara as a Delroy Lindo movie, and I didn't remember him in it. And I actually went and watched it a few weeks ago because I was like, "Where does he appear in this movie?" Rewatched it, and he appears, and I was like, "Oh, he is in this movie," and he was great in it. But I was like, "That's kind of the point of Delroy Lindo. Like, he's in these small roles all the time." And you fucking remember it as a Delroy Lindo movie. Anyway, going back to The Last Castle.
I haven't seen The Last Castle in forever.
Great movie.
Man, it's been a long time.
It was a great movie.
Another stacked cast in that too.
Yeah.
That cast is super stacked.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know I've seen it. I have seen The Last Castle. I very much remember some of it, but I remember Rain and Snow and Stones and Robert Redford having his I'm not gonna stop moment.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the movie. Okay. Yeah. That's right.
I think that was the Winter Soldier too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, dude, that's a stacked cast. Holy crap.
Let's talk about the core.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, dear God.
Such a horrible apocalypse
fucking movie.
This is another one of those just unbelievably stacked casts for no reason whatsoever.
That did not deserve it. Did not deserve it at all. I don't think, I remember the core came out and I didn't watch it till like years later, and I was like, oh, what? I was kind of like, how did this movie like age so poorly? Like,
yeah,
it was but
it's really bad.
Delroy Lindo sacrifices himself, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was great in it. That's all that matters.
I wanted to see the pitch meeting for that movie.
I think 2003 was a time where they were trying to make a bunch of these. It was like a long string of kind of disaster movies in 2003. And there was like 4 or 5 of them that are all super stat cast, all about the end of the world and all about a group of people that got to go and save it in some ridiculous way. And I feel like the early 2000s, we just had like this unbelievable wave of those types of movies.
Yeah, and I think the best thing that came out of the core was the great South Park episode that made fun of it.
Yeah.
Because that was a great episode.
It's such a strange, like, just kind of looking at this filmography, kind of going from where we started to where we are. And it's wild that it's taken him so long to really come alive and escape whatever. Because it doesn't feel like he's just signing on to do anything. It feels like he really is, because like when the project is right, when I think of things like Get Shorty is a good project, and he's very good in that project. And almost every single person in that movie has a very long standing, solid Hollywood career of making good movies. And I feel like as you watch this, he's got like 10 duds, and then he does like Malcolm X. And then he's got 10 duds that no one's ever seen. And then he's got Get Shorty. And then he's got 10 duds no one remembers. And then he's got Gone in 60 Seconds. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a weird.
I almost feel like it's kind of the joke that Ben Affleck and Damon make in Jay and Silent Bob, where it's like he takes there's just the money making gigs, and then there's like, okay, this is a role I want though. And so he's like, okay, here's my money making gigs. And let's be honest, Gone in 60 Seconds is probably one of those.
For sure.
The one, like, the straightforward cop ones are his, like, yeah, I could do that with my eyes closed. Those are my money making gigs. And then he does Get Shorty. And then he does, or Malcolm X came earlier, but, and then later on, as we'll get to it, like, there's a bunch of those. Wondrous Oblivion, Derek, have you seen that?
I have not.
Because I'm looking at the title card, and it kind of is creeping me out.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
Mike, you got to share your screen so we can all see these.
No, you don't want to watch this one.
This poster is haunting.
He's pretty much behind a little white boy with his hands on his shoulders.
Oh,
this looks like a magical Negro movie, and
I'm glad you said it.
Well, I can say that.
Yeah, we can't say that.
I can say you can tell that this is not a movie that people have watched or searched out, because there are no reviews. So if you click on it on Wikipedia,
there are no reviews.
If you click on the article, it is literally just Wondrous Oblivion. It gives a brief synopsis, and then it gives references, and that is it. There's no cast list.
You're right.
There is nothing.
There's no reviews, pre-production, reception. Nope. There's nothing.
Only released in 2 countries, United Kingdom and Germany.
Oh no!
Wow. It's like this movie doesn't exist.
Is this a full length?
Yeah.
Oh man.
106 minutes.
106 minutes.
Wow.
Look at us just discovering stuff. Okay, you guys vamp. I'm gonna try to track down this movie.
Well, next,
get a trailer if you can.
Oh, please get a trailer. I'll cut it and I'll play it. The Domino. I don't remember him too. I kind of remember him in Domino. It's been a long time since I've seen Domino.
I remember liking Domino.
I remember being very like, what?
Then Sahara.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sahara is not my vibe.
I'm not a fan of that movie either. This Christmas
is, holy shit, there is a trailer on YouTube, my friend.
I have to review that separately.
I have to watch this, guys.
Hold on a second. Can you share your screen? Can I make you share your screen?
Yeah, I'll do it. Hold on. Sorry, I know we shouldn't do this, but
no, we should.
No, we should.
Delroy did it. We have to honor it.
Give me a second. Hold on.
Do I have to like give you permission?
Yeah, you do.
I think I know this by now.
This is great podcasting, by the way.
This is so professional. How do we work this? How do I give you fucking permission? Make host?
Go to share. No, go to share. You'll see share. You'll click the arrow on share. You'll see share options.
Advanced sharing options. There we go. All participants.
There you go.
Doing a Zoom lesson while we track these down.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. All right. You boys ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's do it. Here
Full
we go.
Full screen that bitch.
You got to share your audio, Derek.
Yeah, I'm not hearing the sound.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay.
I already hate it.
I
No
don't know how to
sound,
actually share the audio,
or is that something I have to do?
but that's okay. I would at least we know it exists. This is
Oh yeah, they bond over cricket. I saw that on the Wikipedia.
yeah.
This has to be a favor movie or just a quick paycheck. Like he had like 3 days on set.
I don't know. It seems from this trailer, it looks like he's like
A main guy, you're right.
he's a main guy in this.
Yeah.
Is that Katrin Balfe?
Watch, we're gonna find this movie and watch it and just be touched
we
by his
absolutely
performance.
have to.
It's gonna
That
be-
is
Is that-
Katrina Balfe. Holy
That's
shit.
Katrina
Look
Balfe,
at
yeah.
that. It sure is. Look at this.
Watch this
Guys,
be like low key the best movie ever made.
oh, dude, I am committed to watching this movie. I'm going to find it and track it down, and I'm going to watch this movie.
Ooh, there's racism. Of course there is.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, just the title card alone, you're
Racism.
like, there's racism in this. You're right. This is 100% a magical
Oh
movie.
yeah, no, big time, big time.
Wondrous Oblivion. Jesus Christ.
One of the most charming British films in ages.
Did they attribute that quote?
Oh my
No, it's just
God.
it just says Eve, so it could have been their
Oh.
friend. Who knows?
The director's
Oh.
wife.
She loved
Jesus Christ.
Not one of the most
Wondrous
enchanting
Oblivion.
films,
it.
or
Oh,
one of the most
man.
charming British films. Way to niche it a little bit.
Yeah, I have got to figure out how to get my hands on this movie.
Oh, 100%. All right, so
Uh,
here's a question. I didn't know Delroy Lindo was in fucking Up.
thank you. I did not know either.
He was Beta, was that? As we scroll the Wikipedias.
Was he one of the dogs? The attack dogs?
Yeah, that's what he was. Voice Monsters
Oh,
Dogs, Beta
gotcha.
again. Okay.
Okay. By the way, fun fact. Sorry guys. I am like
You have gone down the rabbit hole.
I am a dog with a bone, and I will not sleep until I know that this movie is accessible somewhere. And lo and behold, it is, baby. Good old YouTube got the whole movie up
For free?
Oh,
for free.
Okay. Homework assignment, boys.
Yep.
no, let's throw it up right now. We'll watch the whole
Just-
movie.
Everyone stop talking.
What's great is you guys won't be able to hear it, so we could just do an audio commentary
and we'll dub the voices.
and
Yeah,
just do a
oh,
mystery science
that
theater.
is
to
bad.
Wondrous Oblivion.
Derek, you're obviously Delroy for obvious reasons.
Of course.
Danny, you're going to be the little boy, and then I'll just fill in the blanks.
I love
You'll
it.
be the racist society.
I can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I can do that.
I'm pretty sure you have a solid Catherine Balfe. Is that what it is? Balfe? I don't know how to say
I
it.
can do her.
But I'm pretty
Catriona
sure-
Balfe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got it.
I could raise my octave like at least one.
Hey, I've seen some Outlander. I could do it.
Oh yeah,
Well,
no,
yeah.
we're definitely watching this movie. I'm so excited.
That is a homework assignment, and we
This is
will
so
talk about it. Oh,
this
Jesus
is
Christ.
actually though. This is one of the things I love doing when you kind of go through these filmographies, because it does one of two things. It really adds movies to your watch list, so you could be like, holy shit, I've never even heard of this movie. And then it could be disastrous or it could be awesome. Or you realize things like Up, where you're like, wait, you were in Up. You know what I mean? So like, you just kind of find all these like discoveries. That's pretty cool.
It's been a long time since I've seen Up, but I just find it charming that he's in that movie as a small role. Like, that's charming to me.
He probably has
Yeah.
no idea he's in that movie.
They just caught him saying some
They
shit.
were just like, hey, can you just do some ADR for us? Okay, thank you. That's enough.
Oh, yeah, that might make sense. That's charming to me. He was in. Okay, I don't care for the new Point Break movie. I'm kind of skipping a few on the list here, but yeah,
it's atrocious.
I think that movie
It's
was
really bad.
so bad that it wasn't even saved by Delroy
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
because I don't even remember him in it.
Yeah, you can see him start to lighten up his movie load a little bit too.
Oh, 100%. You beat me to it.
Yeah, so because if you kind of look at his filmography and you look at what he does in the 90s, he's doing 2-3 films a year on average. I mean, 96 he did 4. And then once you get past, 2000 he did 3. And once you get into really once you pass Wondrous Oblivion, he starts to go.
That's when he's like, I should be selective.
Yeah. Not.
Well, he's probably getting bigger and bigger roles that he's got to devote more time to.
He though? Because he did two movies in 2005. So he did Domino and Sahara, and then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a 2-year break. I'm gonna be more selective. And then he was like,
dude, this Christmas.
This Christmas. With Chris Brown, baby.
Oh boy.
What movie was this?
It's basically like your Black family Christmas movie. Like that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime Christmas is in the movie title, I just like not watching it.
Yeah, no.
I'm just like not seeing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he starts to do like he was working every year. He'd do 2 or 3 films a year. And now once you get into like the late 2000s, it's like he'll do one and then he'll wait 3 years and then do another one. And then the list gets like really, really short. He really kind of slows down a lot.
Yeah. Battle Creek? Don't think I saw that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Battle Creek.
Let's skip some of that. The Five Bloods.
That's really this whole
the whole
been talking for how long? How long has this been? And the whole goal was to just get to the Five Bloods.
The Five Bloods, I think. Derrick, remind me, because I know you did stand up. Did you ever like actually study theater? Did you do acting? Like,
yeah.
Okay, I thought so. I just want to make sure. I know Danny did. I know I did.
Yeah.
I think Delroy Lindo into Five Bloods is an acting seminar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Getting into a black MAGA, forget your personal politics, but a black MAGA guy who's diehard about it. I mean, the story and the friends, like that role. I remember watching that movie and just being mesmerized, especially when he starts losing his mind and talking to the camera. It was just kind of like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like, that was a fucking seminar.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. There's performances, there's really good performances, and then there's acting. You know what I mean?
Yes.
and that is what Delroy Lindo is doing here. And it honestly just blows my mind that it took him over 30 years to get to that. Like, he's always had this, right? Like, because if you see things like Malcolm X, right? That's a pretty big acting. That's an acting movie, and he's pretty. But it's crazy that he spends all decades just kind of doing whatever, and then he signs on to the Five Bloods, and you're like, oh, you're that guy in a completely different way. Like, you've got the juice, man. Where have you been my whole life? Making Point Break.
And that was in his selective phase too.
It's atrocious. It's absolutely
such a fucking bad movie. I think even being nobody that we are right now, if I was in that movie, I'd be like, nah, like just forget that I was in it. Like, even being a nobody. But so he actually got some awards.
Catherine Bigelow should have sued.
Yes. So he won Critics' Choice Super Awards for Best Actor in an Action Movie, Hollywood Critics Association Awards, Best Actor, Hollywood Critics Association. Wait, there's 2? That's mid-season awards. Okay, fine. Bunch of nominations. New York Film Critics Circle Best Actor. Yeah, he fucking showed up for that one.
Yeah, it's pretty egregious that he wasn't really even included in the Academy Awards.
I'd agree with that. That's what I was looking for when I actually opened it up. But
was the Five Bloods at all mentioned in the Academy Awards that year?
I think it got snubbed.
I think it got snubbed too.
Yeah. And this was around, like, we didn't really know what to do with Netflix movies at the time.
Yeah.
And this was a Netflix movie. It came out during COVID. And so they just didn't, Netflix hadn't really campaigned for an Oscar.
They probably, like I said, they probably didn't know how.
They really didn't.
Yeah.
They really didn't. Now they gunned for it. And now, I mean, if you look at anybody else that like is nominated across the board in every single one of these categories and like just sweeps these critic choices, those precursors have gotten a lot more I don't say accurate, but they've gotten better at kind of identifying the people that should be on that short list of 5. And this is just such an egregious miss, man. If you talk to any awards prognosticator, they will always point to Delroy Lindo in The Five Bloods as one of the biggest fuck ups in like recent Academy history.
Well, because The Five Bloods, and I'm gonna definitely stroke some Delroy dick here.
As you should.
That's what we're doing. But like, I think I mentioned before, like, so The Departed, just as an example, is one of my favorite movies, and that movie is stacked. Every act in that movie is fucking solid. Great movie. It won Oscars. Awesome. There's really not, to contrast, there's really not one super standout performance in that. The Five Bloods is also stacked with talent. Everyone is solid in it. And even with the solid stat cast it has, Delroy Lindo stands so fucking far out, even with the stat cast. Like, that's almost all I remember from that movie. Is just him crushing that role.
Yeah. No, 100%. And that's actually a really good comparison because it is one of those movies that has, like, there is no weak link in The Five Bloods, just like there's really no weak link in The Departed. Even somebody like Jack Nicholson, who is in a completely different movie. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not in The Departed. Like he is somewhere else off in his own little world, and you're still just like, yeah, I love every second of this. Like there is no bad performance in that movie, and The Five Bloods is like that. But Delroy Lindo is just edges everybody out with just this out of nowhere performance, man. It's so crazy.
Yeah. I just remember, like I said, I was just blown away. I still remember his fucking creepy ass face coming through the fucking the forest and then just talking to the camera, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like Jesus,
it's so good,
so good. And then just another stroking of the Delroy dick. It's very telling when you see a director and an actor work together frequently. Like there's a lot of Scorsese's boys that worked with him. Nolan has a bunch of people, and with him and Spike Lee, like you could tell. When a director frequently casts you, to me that says something about the actor, like as a person. Because even if a director or an actor, like the actor's really good, but he's a dick, the director probably won't want to work with him again. To where, to his character, Spike Lee always brings back Delroy. So I think that's just something to mention.
Yeah, I do think that there are there's not always, but a lot of times you'll get like this marriage of a director that understands the performer better than the performer does themselves. People who do that very, very well. Spike Lee is definitely one of them. The people that he works with, I would argue that some of the best performances Denzel gets come out of what Spike Lee gets out of him. But who does it probably the best is Quentin Tarantino. You can say what you want about his tendencies, and you don't even have to like all of his films, but that man knows how to identify the right person for the right part and get exactly what they need to be one of the greatest performers in any, like he just finds a way to get them to tap into something. And I think you see that with, especially as we've kind of waxed poetic about his career with Delroy Lindo. And like, this is one of those marriages where it's like, not only did we not know that he could do that, but I don't even think he knew that he could do that. And Spike Lee draws this just unbelievable performance out of him. And it's beautiful to see. We love seeing it. Emma Stone and Yorgos Lanthimos, they're the same, right? Like she just understands his language and he understands what she's capable of and just brings out, she's like, I don't know, 4-time Oscar nominated in 4 of his movies because he just brings out like some of the best in her. And I think that marriage is always really important. And tying it all back to The Five Bloods, that is definitely an example of that for sure.
I'd agree. Hard to disagree with that. So The Five Bloods, woof, that movie. That I don't think I watched that movie one time and I've never watched it again. Not because obviously it's not bad, but just the weight of it. That's an experience watching that fucking movie. It's like
Yeah.
trying to watch Requiem for a Dream again. Like it's just like I don't want like I'm not going down that path again.
Yeah.
So I have not seen The Harder They Fall.
Great movie.
You should. I find this so funny that it's like it's almost like the Academy told him fuck you, and then he was like, cool, I'm gonna go make the worst movie you've never heard of, and goes and makes LX 2048.
I was trying to skip over that. What the fuck
No,
is LX 2048?
No, we have to talk about
now
it.
Now I'm Googling it.
This is his career is just so strange because how do you go from just The Five Bloods, The Harder They Fall, and Sinners, and then squeeze in a movie that doesn't even have a Wikipedia page?
Beat me to it.
Like,
well, I just Googled LX
what are we
2048.
doing, Delroy?
I Googled it, and the first thing that came up were DVD sales. like just to buy it on DVD.
Free on Tubi, baby.
Oh, Tubi movie.
Tubi's got the goods, man. Tubi's got the good. Don't shit on Tubi. Tubi knows what's up.
I'm on Tubi.
Tubi's amazing.
I'm in a movie on Tubi.
Are you really?
Hell yeah, or maybe two soon, but definitely one.
Hell yeah, dude. Look, Tubi. Not to get too far off a tangent. We only have like 3 movies left, but not to get too far off on a tangent. But Tubi, everybody shits on Tubi because they really do just let you could just go out, film something on your iPhone, and they'll upload it to Tubi. Like
100%.
You can absolutely find the most DIY type of films you could ever like sit through. But what they also do very, very well is they gain rights to some of the best international cinema and things that are very, very difficult to find. They somehow manage to get the rights to that and put it on their platform for free. Their ability to just give you movies that you can discover is unreal. Like
I respect it. Yeah.
As the juice. Like I respect Tubi so much.
And then there's all that, and then you could go see How to Kill Your Roommates with Get Away with It, starring Mike Glenny in the first 5 minutes.
Hell yeah, let's go. Are you the roommate that gets killed?
No, I'm just some guy that knew the main character in high school, and I bump into him in the first scene, and then I've never seen again.
Okay, all right.
Great role though. I was great in it. You could call it my Congo.
I was gonna say your Delroy Lindo performance.
It's my Congo, yes.
No, Mike, your Congo will forever be Carl in Monster
Drake Bash, Monsterologist, our work of art. I'm gonna upload that to Tubi. That's my homework.
There you go.
You definitely should.
I don't know if we can.
You don't need to
get
see it.
Sued, but yeah.
I got to tell you though, I'm having a blast adding these random fucking movies to my Letterboxd watch list right now.
Have you even found a description for LX 2048?
I did. No.
Oh, here's one. IMDb.
Or you can do Rotten Tomatoes. Either one. It has it. You got the IMDb one. Go for it.
Who's Guy Most shit? Just a tagline: a fatally ill man tries to secure the future of his family in a world where the toxicity of the sun forces people to stay inside during the daytime.
So they're all vampires.
Okay, all right. I mean, sure.
There's a lot of so on the cast. It's not. Oh, it's in alphabetical order. Never mind. I was gonna say Delroy's pretty low on this, but it's in alphabetical order.
Yeah, it's also a lot of people you've never heard of.
And there's a guy with same last name as the director, and that's a bad sign.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, looks like I'm doing a Wondrous Oblivion and LX 2048 double feature, baby. What a day!
Oh boy. All right. So the harder they fall, right?
Yes.
I haven't seen it, so I'll let you guys talk about
it. This one is on Netflix. I would highly recommend you see it. It is electric. It is so good.
Another stacked cast.
Another absolutely.
That is a stacked cast.
Listen to this cast. Jonathan Majors. Sorry, I totally forgot he was the star of this movie. But Jonathan Majors, Idris Elba, Zazie Beetz, Regina King, Delroy Lindo, Lakeith Stanfield, R.J. Seiler, Daniel Deadweiler, Ed Gathegi, Dion Cole, Damon Wayans Jr., DeWanda Wise, bro, like if they're a black actor, they are in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Delroy Lindo is excellent. I know it's hard to watch things that star Jonathan Majors now, but you could watch it for everybody else because everybody else is excellent.
Okay. But
Yeah.
Delroy's in it, and Delroy killed. That's all we care about.
Delroy is in it, and he is very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, The Harder They Fall is really good. That's one of. It's got the. It's definitely. It's got kind of like that Django Unchained style, where it's very kind of stylized Old West, but then it also is like powered by this really strong hip hop soundtrack that feels like it's off out of place, but it like really adds some energy to the movie.
Works,
and it's really good. And there's a lot of like juxtaposition and colors. So if you're like you're really into color grading and cinematography in that way, there's a lot of like whites and browns to like highlight the red of blood and make it like super stylized and gunfights. It's really good. Yeah, it's a really fun movie. I would highly recommend The Harder They Fall.
I'll check it out. You said it's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yep.
And then
do a little Defy Bloods, The Harder They Fall double feature. Get your double dose of Delroy.
There you go. I like that. The double dose of Delroy.
Yeah.
That should be a TNT Saturday night feature.
Let's watch Congo and the Core. This is good.
Oh, Congo and the Core. Back to back, baby.
Back to back, man.
Just killing it. What if they did a spin-off from the Congo where you just that guy?
100% would watch it.
Wasn't he? Isn't he like he's like a warlord, right? I forgot what.
No. Like a dictator warlord of the Congo. Yeah,
that should be the next LX 2048.
This is what you do. This is what you do, Mike. Is you actually you do that, but instead you don't even have to remake a whole movie. All you have to do is make The Last King of Scotland. And then just put Delroy Lindo in the Forrest Whitaker role. And you basically have a spin-off of Congo because that's basically who he is.
And you use AI just to put in Delroy and the voice and everything.
Yeah. Look, we did it for whatever, all the money in the world to erase Kevin Spacey from the face of the earth. So we can do this, guys.
Touché.
We can do this.
I might have to do that. I kind of want that movie now, though.
I know, I do too.
Just like, but as a comedy, like.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
No.
Sesame
Cake is in there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me a Sesame Cake eating warlord. The comedy of errors. I love it.
What was his name in that movie again? Hold
on. Oh, what is his name?
General
Captain Wanta.
Captain Wanta. Yes. Captain Wanta goes to New York. Coming to America remake.
Oh, the Adventures of Captain Wanta. I love it.
The Adventures. Captain Wanta's Day Out.
Starring Delroy Lindo and Joey Pants.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Buddy Cop. Buddy Cop it up.
Oh, my God. Yes.
That guy, Buddy Cop. I love it so much. Guys, we are spitting gold on this show.
Two Captain, two Wanta. And we're going to close out with Sinners.
Yeah.
We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
Great movie, great role. I don't know what else to say about it.
I really, really want him to slide into that top 5. I don't know that he will. A lot of these acting categories are shockingly stacked this year, and so I think he'll be left out again. But
I think so too.
If I had to pick, I would absolutely put him on that list because he is so good as Delta Slim.
I think this is gonna sound like I'm ripping on Sinners, and I'm not, but I feel like that kind of movie, it's kind of thrown in almost like comic book movies, where even if it's like an Oscar-winning performance, there's like a stigma around it, to where it's like, no, you're not going to get an Oscar.
It's genre. It's genre.
It's genre based, exactly.
Academy doesn't really typically they don't go for genre films. They
Yeah.
tend to stay away from those. Sinners is going to be hard to deny because while it is a genre film, it's honestly one of the best films of the year.
No, it was great.
And you're just not going to be able to keep a movie that is done that well, that's made with that much craft, and is that beloved. Like you're just not going to be able to keep it out of the Oscars. But I think it's going to get a lot of technical category nominations.
Yeah.
I think Ryan Coogler will get on there for director. I think the movie will get on there for best picture. But I think all of the performances are going to blank. They shouldn't, but I think that's probably what's going to end up happening.
I agree. It's definitely, it's kind of the insulting part of it, to where even if it's a great movie, it's genre based. Yeah, they get all the, I hate to say like B categories, but it's like best cinematography, best makeup, best, graphics, best this and that. It's like, all right, cool. Here's your pittance,
Yeah.
Um,
But it is definitely, I mean, it's a Da 5 Bloods kind of performance, right? Where he just comes in and just straight heat checks. Like the scene I love from him the most. There's a lot of good like comic relief movie moments in this movie, but the scene I absolutely love the most is when they drive by that chain gang and he just starts telling this story about his life before where he is, and there's so much pain without trauma. There's so much he's expressing in this nonchalant drive, and it is unbelievable what he's doing in that scene. Just unreal. And yeah, it's so crazy to look at his filmography because he just doesn't do those things enough. That's what I've learned in this Delroy Lindo deep dive is he just doesn't do stuff like this enough, and he should, because man, we didn't even talk about the fact that he's British.
Yeah, we brought that up before. Well, what I do like about him in Sinner specifically too, and I think this will make sense. Like so his overall role in Sinners is, like you said, kind of being the comic relief, kind of being funny. But what I like about it is that, and if it's him or someone else, what I like about it is that the character or the actor is not trying to be funny.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like he's just living, he's being true to himself. He's doing this thing, and it just is funny to us. Even though, like you said, he's talking about pain, suffering, all this shit, but he ends up being one of the most beloved, funny characters, and he's not trying to be funny. This is a horrible comparison, but a lot of actors who were in the movie Airplane were dramatic actors who they wanted to cast to be in this movie, and a lot of them, I think, was it Spencer Tracy, I think specifically, said reportedly, it's one of those like urban legends, said to the director, like, I'm not a comedic actor. I don't know how to be funny in this situation. And they just said, don't be funny. Do the lines and do them truly. And just act normal. Like act like you would in a dramatic film, but with this line. And the people in that movie, Airplane's one of my favorite comedy movies. They're all funny as shit. And I feel like that's kind of similar to Delroy Lindo in this one, to where it's like he's a funny character, but he does not play him funny at all.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so, dare I say, magical?
Yeah. No, yeah. And I mean, that is the power of Airplane. That's the power of just Leslie Nielsen in general. If you take something like The Naked Gun, that's another great example where like that movie is like straight spoof, and there's nothing actually funny about Leslie Nielsen. Like he is playing Frank so straight, like completely, like he is a completely straight man detective, but everything is so goddamn ridiculous around him that it's hilarious. And I think Delroy Lindo has a little bit of that. Like, obviously, he's not in a spoof movie, but he is.
Sinner's a little different than Airplane and Naked Gun.
But the sentiment is the same, right? You're absolutely right. Like, he's not playing it for comedic relief. He just happens to be a comedically tuned character when it calls for it, and his line delivery is excellent in this movie. Yeah, he's great, man. He's so good in this movie.
And I would almost a weird comparison. Obviously, Derek, you never know, but Danny, you might be able to back me up on this. Like my dad was in some ways one of the funniest people I ever knew, and very rarely was he ever trying to be funny.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's the character that Delroy plays. And so he's never trying to be funny, but he's just fucking funny.
Yeah.
But it's a very serious movie and it works. And that's why I remember thinking like kind of like my dad rarely tried to be funny, but he would get himself into situations that were fucking hilarious, and he would get mad that we laughed. And that's kind of like the Delroy in this situation where like he plays it so well because he's not being funny, but it's funny. We've already gone down. Like I'm going in circles now. But
how is he funny? How is he funny, Mike?
How is he funny?
How is he funny?
What is he funny like a
to you?
clown?
Does he amuse you?
guys,
Sorry, I had to.
no.
I had to.
Tommy,
Almost had him.
Slim, and then so he's upcoming. We don't have to go into all this TV credits here. Although he was in Marvel's Most Wanted unaired pilot with Dominic Fortune, but he's going to be in the next Godzilla and Kong movie.
Yay!
Roll TBA.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yeah.
And there was much rejoicing.
Roll is TBA. I hope he plays. Godzilla.
would make all of those movies better. Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not excited about that. But again, he's doing that same thing where it's like, I'm gonna do Oscar-worthy shit. And then instead of like trying to just continue driving that, he's like, nah, give me that fat paycheck. Throw me in a bullshit Godzilla movie.
That's his paycheck movie. And I guarantee you that the role he plays in that movie is the same role from Gone in 60 Seconds. He'll probably be a general or a scientist, but that's who he's doing. That's who he's doing.
You know what I really need? I need the ultimate crossover. If he's gonna be in Godzilla, he needs to be Captain Wanta.
Yo,
listen, Godzilla is a globe-trotting movie. And
I'm about it.
Bro, I think they could make this work. They won't, but they absolutely should.
Because he was Captain Wanta, so he's definitely at least General Dictator by now.
Sure. Yeah.
And he has to deal. Oh, dude.
Bro, we're only talking like 20, 30 years later. It's not that far.
Or
dictators rule for a really long time and there's no military coup.
I'm pivoting. Captain Wanta in an Independence Day spinoff about the fight in Africa. I think I know I talked to Danny, Derrick, I'm not sure. I've always talked about that would have been a cool Independence Day movie about the Africa ground fight. Mm-hmm. Captain Wanta leads the fight.
That would be
his
amazing.
His son is the one that's in the fucking god awful sequel to Independence Day. That's Wanta's son. His dad was the dictator during the war.
I love it.
Who do we contact?
Listen, they're filming Godzilla right now, so I feel like
we need to make changes.
They are working on a script as they're filming. I think we can get him in there, and then we can pitch your idea and capitalize on the Independence Day of it all. I love it.
What I liked, and you're 100% right if you meant to or not, is that you specifically said they're filming Godzilla right now, so they're working on the script. I'm not sure if that was Freudian or subconscious, but it was pretty spot on.
I know what I said.
They're filming, so the script's almost done. Anyway.
Yeah.
Captain
yeah,
Wanta.
no, this was fun, man. This was a good time. I like going through, like I said, going through these types of filmographies where you kind of realize it's like I said at the top, right? You don't realize how much he's in that you really haven't seen or remembered or interacted with, but it does feel like when he does something like The Five Bloods, he does something like Sinners, you just assume that he's been good in everything and he's been in nothing but good movies. And when you do a little deep dive, like, okay, actually his top 5 is kind of easy to make because there aren't that many to choose from, even though he's got like a ton of movies. So yeah, it's really interesting to see his career on screen. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and in totality, how small things like The Five Bloods and Sinners actually is. in comparison when you look at his whole career.
Yeah. And then we also have homework assignments.
Yeah.
LX 2048 and Wondrous Oblivion.
Wondrous Oblivion. I cannot wait. I am so fascinated by these choices.
Yeah, I might watch it tonight. We'll see.
There you go. I love it.
All right. Wrap it up there. Anyone, any last Delroy Lindo remarks? No?
I think I've said all I need to.
I
still can't wrap my mind around the fact that he's British, but
he's wrong about that. You know what I mean? Like he's not British. He's wrong.
He's not British.
Yeah,
he's wrong.
No,
he's wrong.
No, there's no way. Like it's not even an accent thing. Like there's just nothing about. And when we looked it up, it was like, oh, British actor Delroy Lindo, and I was like, okay, somebody needs to make some edits because that's not real.
No, no, they're wrong. They're wrong. He's wrong.
I've never seen him be British once ever.
He was African more than he's British.
You're gonna watch Wondrous Oblivion and you'll see him be British.
No, because I think he's an African immigrant
playing African. Still,
British
you're right.
Jewish family.
You're right. And it was only distributed to England and German, so he might be a German black guy. Who knows?
Yeah, no. Listen, you guys couldn't hear the audio, but I could. I could. He is African in that movie, guys.
All right. Well, hey, he made a career off it. Good for him.
Listen, that movie, I think my review will be Captain Wanta goes to England. I think that's what it's gonna be.
He learned the error of his ways. He took the money from the expedition and he moved to England to change his life.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. He solved white people's problems and he was like, no, I don't want to do this. I want to go create my own. And then goes to Africa and becomes a warlord.
A lot of creativity in this one. I like this.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do from now on. Every role that Delroy Lindo has from now on, I'm going to find
how
does it tie back to Captain Wanta?
How's it yeah. Oh, now I'm thinking. All right. For another day. Coming soon. Joey Pants breakdown, deep dive.
That's a fun one, man.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
That's going to be a long show.
Yeah. Wondrous Oblivion review.
Yes.
And we'll throw in LX 2048 in that one too.
I will carve out some time to watch both of those movies. I don't know how because I am like knee deep in FYC screeners and movies I need to catch up on for the year, but I will squeeze out some time to figure this out because I am so curious about these.
Same. All right, and that's we'll call it there. Everyone, thank you for listening. And Delroy Lindo, if you're listening, we're stroking your Delroy dick. Happy Delroy Day, everybody.
Recording stopped. Stop recording. There we go.